Hello, this is your Student Leadership Ambassador for Recognized Student Orgs here at SJSU, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply for re-recognition for your org on the SAMI app. So when you log onto your SAMI app and you get to the homepage here, you're going to go up to groups and you're going to find the name of the organization that you're trying to reapply for re-recognition. If you're having trouble finding your organization on the SAMI app, please feel free to reach out to us at studentorgs@sjsu.edu and we'd be happy to help you. For demonstration purposes today, we're going to be using the Sandbox RSO. So go ahead and click on the Sandbox RSO. And then once you get to the homepage of your organization, you're going to see this blue box here. And it's just basically going to lay out some information about re-recognition for the 2026 to 2027 academic year. You can go ahead and scroll all the way down and click on this blue button that says Group Re-registration. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to the application form. Here's the first page where it asks for your group details, like your name, what kind of organization are you? If you have a logo, this is where you would upload it. And then down here is where you'll put your president, treasurer, advisor, and at least 5 of your members. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that. Okay, once you've done that, go ahead and click next. This takes you to page 2, which covers policies and procedures that you need to read and acknowledge. This first one right here is just acknowledges that your recognized student organization will comply with the Student Organization Code of Conduct. So go ahead and click I understand. This second one right here concerns FERPA, which is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. This is just acknowledging that in terms of eligibility checks, we will be looking at your academic records to determine if you are eligible. So go ahead and click I have read and acknowledge the policies. And then once you've read through that and you've checked the boxes, you can go ahead and click next for the third page. This third page here asks a little bit more about your org details, such as your meeting frequency, where you conduct your meetings, and any social medias if you have them. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill out some information here. So we'll go ahead and put in the name. And then once you fill those out, go ahead and click next. Page 4 concerns required officers and membership. This section right here just reiterates the president and treasurer requirements. To be eligible to be the president or treasurer of an org, you must have a minimum 2.0 GPA, or if you are a part of a fraternity or sorority, it must be a 2.5 GPA. If you are an undergrad student, you must be enrolled in at least 6 units. For grad students, it's 3. And you must have not completed more than 150 hours or 125% of the units needed for degree completion. And finally, you must be in good standing with SJSU as determined by student conduct and ethical development. So this box right here just confirms that you've read all that. And then this is where you'll put in your president and treasurer information. Go ahead and click next. This page concerns your advisor. In compliance with CSU Executive Order 1068, you must have a full-time faculty or staff member, a part of SJSU, as part of your organization. So this just asks you the name of your RSO advisor, their email, and what department they work for, just to confirm that you have an advisor. And then this box right here just tells you that there's advisor orientation, which is not required, but it is just some resources that advisors could use if they need help or would like some advice advising their organization. And this page is your required constitution and bylaws. This just confirms that you do have a constitution, and this is where you would upload it. And then finally, this last page is about finance compliance. It just asks you some information about your funding and what your money is used for, and if you have an off-campus bank account. And then finally, we're at the last page, just confirming that all the information you put in is correct and accurate. And finally, you just go ahead and submit that form for approval. So once you submit that form, we will receive that application and then we'll review it. And if everything looks good, we'll go ahead and approve it and email you the next steps, which for president and treasurers would be the Canvas course that you then need to complete. And that's it for this tutorial. Thank you.